Welcome to the Hangout sessions. We are here. Arsenal have just won 2-0 against Man United. Seb, what are your first thoughts on that from a Man United perspective?
Um, yeah. Flat, man, flat.
It's
Especially after the Liverpool result earlier, it was kind of in our hands.
mm,
But I do hear Mourinho's stance in that you win two games, you win the Europa League final, you win the final, Champions League qualification, or we can still win four games in the Premier League and not even qualify.
yeah,
So it does take priority. But you just want to see a good performance, man,
yeah.
and we
That
didn't really
that
get that from
that
United today.
that was poor. I thought from Man United because I don't think Arsenal were particularly great. They were. I'd say they were in control of the game, but it wasn't a great performance from Arsenal. I thought it was poor from United. They didn't really come to play at all, really.
Yeah, I mean, early in the game, we're seeing our wingers being pegged back into fullback positions, and not even pegged back. It's like they're there by choice.
They're there by
More
choice,
so,
or do you reckon they were told to be there? Because that's what I'm thinking.
that's what I mean. More so, yeah. So like they're pegged back in fullback positions on
Yeah,
instruction. Like,
not because Gibbs and Ox were really well. I thought Ox was fantastic this afternoon again, and he's been good for a while lately when a lot of his fellow teammates haven't. But they weren't back there because they were being pinned back by the Arsenal's attacking. They were just kind of there. But then I did expect that. Like I said, going into this game with United playing on a Thursday night, United will come with a weaker team than I know you got a lot of injuries, but I thought you'd come with a weaker team and kind of just set up to frustrate and nick what you can. And that's pretty much what happened. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. But we're Manchester United, so we don't. If 50 minutes into a game, it shouldn't be an instruction that your attacking wingers are like placed in that position. You
Mm.
should be saying, look, we've got talented players on the pitch. Let's go out and give these lot a game. Like we're Man United, we're not Stoke City,
Yeah.
we're not West Brom. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Arsenal definitely in control of that. Like you might look at the attempts, but attempts don't mean chances. I think Arsenal had clearer chances in that game. It was funny that the first goal came from outrageous deflection. And that's why you shoot, guys, because a lot of times I don't see Arsenal shoot. And I've seen Xhaka send a lot of them into the stands this season, but sometimes it goes in. But did your heart sink when that went in, or were you just a bit like, what's a United perspective on losing this game? Like, because it's not a massive. We've seen huge Arsenal United games, and this didn't really feel like one.
do you mean Arsenal versus United as a fixture compared
Yeah,
to like
like
if it's
or
yeah?
how do you feel after losing to that? Because obviously losing to Arsenal's horrible. Losing to United when you're Arsenal's horrible. But like, how do you feel like after that?
Do you know what? It obviously feel flat, like
Mm,
you lost the game,
mm.
but it don't feel the same as like when you had the Roy Keane
Yeah,
versus Vieira fixtures.
because
It
like
don't feel like that kind of deflation.
reason
Like
I
that's not
asked
as
that,
big a fixture nowadays.
yeah, reason I asked that is because when that goal went in, obviously it was quite lucky, but like I didn't scream the house down. Like we just going in 1-0 against United in the second half. Like we're in control anyway. Like that should be crucial. But I just going, yes, like come on, like
Do you not think it
yeah.
is? In the past, United and Arsenal were going for the title at the
Mm,
same time, so it's like a lot more riding on it. But now it's highly likely neither of us are going to get top four football. So
mad,
like we're not even really playing for.
mad. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds mad saying that. You know what I mean?
Then 3 minutes later, that guy Welbs. What were you thinking? Because before the game, you messaged me going, this feels weird seeing him still, like seeing him line up against us. So what does that feel like? That was a very good goal, I thought.
I felt sour. I feel sour. I feel sour when I see Welbeck A line up against United, B score against United, and C celebrate. Obviously, he's going to celebrate in the circumstances he left the club. Got told by
Yeah,
the manager at the time he wasn't good enough.
yeah.
But I don't know, man. It don't really sit right with me still to this day.
He's properly an Arsenal boy now. Like if you see how he talks like in his interviews and like he's got he's got nicknames for everyone and I've heard like Ott say Welbs is like the kind of guy that's got like banter with Gabriel and they can't even speak the same language, but you just see them two in big conversation, like laughing. Like he seems to have like found a home in London. And yeah, he's a little bit of Sir Alex Ferguson that's like kind of with Arsenal, is you know what I mean?
Yeah, still burns that one, man.
Yeah,
Still burns. It
so
still burns.
after the second goal, normally at Arsenal you're thinking, oh God, like right now they're gonna come back, the other team, or they're gonna at least show something. And I didn't really feel much of a fight from United, like not anything we couldn't handle.
Yeah, I think it's in the players' mentality now, where they know that Europa League's the priority. I
Yeah.
don't think there was a massive like. I don't think they felt the need to exert themselves to get that equaliser or push
Mm.
for another goal, kind of thing.
So yeah, you're as a United fan, you're now focused on Europa League now. I'm guessing, like, just like in like not just obviously your team is, but like, what about you? Or do you think that's not the right way to go about things?
Well, in terms of focusing on the Europa League,
Yeah,
circumstances that we're in at the moment, it probably is the right thing. I mean, as you said,
yeah,
win 2 games, 1-0 up against Celta Vigo. You got the away goal. Realistically, you're
mm.
going to win against them at Old Trafford. And I actually think it will be in the final, 4-1 up against Leon.
Yeah,
You'll beat them. You think you'll beat them. Like,
yeah. But you never really know. You
you
never.
never really know. So it's in more of our hands. It's in our hands more so
Yeah.
for Europa League to get Champions League qualification than it is in the league, which is disappointing to say as a Man United fan. But yeah, that's just the way it is at the moment. I want to say as well that Twanzebe, man, debut in the Premier League today, looked good.
Yeah,
Looked all right.
yeah. I thought that was early on. I saw him go shoulder to shoulder with Alexis, and Alexis come out on top, and I was thinking, "Ooh, what's this?" But yeah, he looked. He didn't get the runaround like I've seen. I remember Darmian's first time up against Sanchez. He kind of got given a runaround, but yeah.
And he weren't the same after that. But now he done himself good. Twanzebe today, I think.
Yeah,
And
debut.
Yeah, Premier League debut that was.
Oh right! Wow, Mourinho giving a debut.
Yeah, and Scott McTominay coming as well. Late on the second half. Obviously, it was quite late. It's quite late, but yeah, it's good to see the youngsters getting a little run out and whatnot.
Yeah,
something that you don't see Mourinho do.
Yeah, literally, like, and even when he does it, they don't really ever go on to do much. But yeah, from an Arsenal perspective, it's always good beating. It's always good beating Man United. It felt good, but it's just kind of like like I just hope people don't get ahead of themselves and like we start seeing people talking rubbish. This season has been an absolute disaster. It's been disgraceful, I think. Like there's been a lot of things have gone wrong. I want this season to end. So bad. I want this season to end. I've got music pumping. But yeah, like yeah, like I don't know, I just want this season to end really. But
yeah, it's strange not seeing Arsenal, in the top 4 at this point in the season. Or 6th place.
Yeah, Arsenal just beat United in May. And it's like, it's not that I don't care, I'm happy, but it's just like, nah, like things aren't good enough. So I personally, you're hearing it here, I'm not getting ahead of myself. Southampton in the week, you don't know what Arsenal are going to turn up. Now, if Arsenal turn up and win the game against like Southampton, which we've struggled down there over the past few years, so it's not even a given that that's going to happen. It's like, but it would be in some ways it'd be typical for Arsenal to go and beat Southampton away and beat Stoke City away. All of a sudden, top 4's in their hands again.
And then what? Wenger in it.
Wenger can't save himself for me. But in my personal opinion, he's not going anywhere. So it doesn't matter. Like I know Arsenal fans that just don't even care. They just if Arsenal win or lose because they want Wenger gone. But it's just like support your team, man, because realistically, he's not going anywhere. He wants.
So do you think he's definitely staying? Then you think decision made?
I think he's staying because he wants to stay. That's the only thing I can base it off. Like he don't want to go. He loves Arsenal, and this is all he's got. Like this is all he's got. I know it sounds bad, but I've heard that his kids are old, living their own life, doing whatever they're doing, so he's not got no responsibility over them. He's divorced. Arsenal's his everything. That's his baby, and I think he's way far past it. I think he's about 5 years past it, but he wants to stay, so he'll stay.
I just think you should, assuming you win FA Cup finals, just see that as his like final send off. Call it quits like that before you make things even worse than they already are.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a whole different thing. Personally, I think man of the match was Ox. What did you think about Ox before we wrap this up, like from like an outsider perspective?
Yeah, he's looked good in that position. Right wing back, like
Mm.
gets up and down the pitch quite well. Um, yeah, impressive, man. Impressive,
Yeah,
impressive.
I like him.
Best player on the pitch.
Yeah, I like him because he's forward thinking. Like he's not even thinking to go sideways. It's like the goal is there. How are we gonna get the ball there? Made that sound so simple, but yeah, man,
Yeah, and it's a good cross as well for the
I've
goal.
really. Oh, yeah, big up Ops for that cross and Welbs getting in between the two defenders. That was a good goal, not an Arsenal goal. I think. Can you remember Henry scoring a goal like that against Man United in the last minute? What season? Can you remember that goal?
Vaguely, but I couldn't tell you
Yeah,
what year that was.
I think it was like 2008.
Yeah, it did have shades of that, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like that cross into the middle, bam. But yeah, man. Anyway, that's what we think. Make sure you go and subscribe to us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Find us on SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook. Just the Hang Sesh. Arsenal 2, Man United 0. We are out.